Hey there, how are you doing? Well, it is Saturday evening and I am literally sitting on the steps. I'm about to go outside and water my lawn. And I thought it might be good for me to just jump on here and talk to you all for a moment because this is the Saturday before Mother's Day and tomorrow is Mother's Day. And it is a day that many people get very excited about. Mothers, many mothers get excited to kind of know what their children are going to do for them. And if you're a person who loves movies and TV the way I do, you see all the children making, burnt breakfasts for mothers and taking them out to brunch, or, you'll read the post or see the shows about the mom who's like, I just want to date it myself. And you'll see the mother who wants to take a spa day, or you'll see people having big celebrations where everybody's celebrating the mother. You'll see people in church, giving flowers for the first mother and flowers for the oldest mother, the youngest mother, the mother with the most kids. You'll see all that happening on Mother's Day. And it can be a day of celebration. And I want to preface all of my comments right now with the fact that I am grateful that I have my mom. My mom is 90 years old, and there are not many people that can say they have their mom until 90 years old. And my mother is strong. She is not ill in any way. She shows signs of sticking around for a really long time, and that is indeed a blessing, and I am thankful to God for that. But Mother's Day is not an easy day for me. It is not an easy day for me because I am a woman who has always been unable to have children. And I've always wanted children. I've had surgery to have children. I have changed habits to have children, taken all types of supplements. I was a vegetarian for many years because I thought maybe the hormones in our meat were perhaps messing with my reproductive system, and I was trying to heal my reproductive system. I have taken drugs. I have done all types of what do you call it, the folk remedies and all of this, because I wanted to be a mother. I always envisioned being the mother of daughters, and I could always just see myself as a mother of daughters. I wanted to be that woman who is able to impart knowledge and wisdom and love to a daughter, or maybe a couple of daughters. That's what I always saw for my life. And unfortunately for me, that is not how my life has turned out. And so most of the time, especially at this age and stage, I don't think about it too much. I always thought that I would have this miracle baby. And, everybody has, when I tell you the number of people who have prayed this over me, spoken over me, and alas, it has not happened. And frankly, at the age I am now, I don't even wish or hope for a miracle baby anymore. To be honest, it would be a little fear-inducing to be pregnant at this point. So on Mother's Day, I have to think about the thing that I always wanted and dreamt of in my life, and how it's something that I had no control over, and it was not something that God had for me. And I have to deal with accepting that. Now, I am not complaining about my life. I've had a great life, and I am having, present tense, a good life, a great life. But Mother's Day is a hard one for me. One of the ways that I have one of the things that I've done is gone on vacations on Mother's Day. So when I'm financially able, I've taken some really cool Mother's Day trips. I've laid out on the beach in Miami for a couple of years. I took this one fabulous trip to the island of Guadeloupe, and I was there for 2 weeks, Mother's Day being one of the days. And I studied French the first week, and then the second week I went to a resort and I danced, I sang, I went to art galleries, and I took this, as a solo trip, and it was amazing. And so, unfortunately, I am not in the financial position to do those types of things anymore. But for the last few years, what I've done on Mother's Day is made certain that I took very, very good care of myself. And one of the ways that I take good care of myself is by acknowledging my feelings and by having compassion on myself. So on Mother's Day, what I do is whatever I feel like doing. So if I wake up and feel like going to church, which is not likely, because I know the last time I forced myself to go to church on Mother's Day and they started their spiel, I ended up crying the whole service. So probably not what I'll do. But maybe I'll wake up and want to go to a movie, or maybe I want to stay at home and watch movies. Maybe I want to stay at home and cry all day. Maybe I want to go for a walk in the park. Maybe I want to work in my yard. I love working in my yard. So on Mother's Day, I just kind of do what I feel like doing, whatever that is. And I have found that over the past few years, that has been the most effective way to honor myself and to honor my feelings. And I think what happens in our culture, where particularly for those of us who are faith people and who want to keep the right mindset, we are always saying things like, well, you got to just think the right thing, and you want to be positive, and you got to be grateful for your life. Well, I am 100% absolutely grateful for my life. However, I'm an honest person. And in that honesty, I can admit that Mother's Day is difficult because it is a reminder of something that I truly wanted that did not come to pass. Now, do I believe that I happen to be a believer, and I believe that God has a plan and a purpose for my life. And motherhood was not it, at least not natural motherhood, at least not me giving birth. And so I used to believe that I was going to have this miracle baby. And I guess at this point, the thought of actually giving birth is a little fear-inducing at my particular age. And so I don't have that hope in me anymore. So on Mother's Day, I allow myself to grieve. And by that Mother's Day Monday, I'm cool. But I allow myself to feel my feelings. And all this therapy I've had and all of this self-reflection over the past few years, I realize that's how you don't walk around having panic attacks and being triggered and having things go wrong with your body. You just admit what's going on. So for me, what's going on is I kind of hate Mother's Day, and I hate it. I don't enjoy it. So I just refuse to participate. And by not participating, I honor my feelings. And there are other people who don't want to participate for other reasons. It can be a very difficult day for people. And, I've had the conversation with my mother about it. She's not too pleased that I don't participate, but this is one of these things where I've got to make myself happy this day. So anyhow, I'm just on here to give my spiel about Mother's Day. If you are a person who enjoys it and who can take part in the celebration, I hope that you have a wonderful Mother's Day. If you are a mother, if you are a mother to be, if you if you accept the greetings of Mother's Day, I wish you a happy Mother's Day. If you're a person who has difficulty with the day, I encourage you to honor yourself and honor your feelings by doing what you want to do. All right, y'all. Until later, I hope you will be authentically you, because I will always be authentically Rue. Till later.